All right, I'm gonna keep this video short, but I just want to talk about. Okay, ignore my bed. I just took a nap. so, uh, all right. So I want to talk about how the story that you tell yourself determines your reality. Now, so yeah, basically what I just said, right? Like the story that you feed every single day dictates your reality. But what the fuck does that mean? How do you apply that, right? Like how okay, I understand what you're saying, but I don't know how to apply that. So, here's what it means. In a practical way, the thoughts that you think every day basically creates this big ass story, right? The thoughts that you think is your story, right? So, what thoughts are you feeding every day, right? That's what truly matters. The thoughts that you feed every day, it just becomes a narrative, right? And you feed it every day and it becomes a belief and it becomes your life, right? So for me, like an example for me is, this belief that, it could be anything. In every area of our life we have a story, but for me, one thing was, my family, they're always negative, like they're close-minded, coming from an Asian background. It's like they're so old school, closed-minded. And I told myself that story my whole life. Just like I always told myself the story that I'll never be good enough. That, tell myself the story that I'm ugly, like I hate myself. Every thought you think is really, feeding your story. So this is just a really helpful tool to help you navigate your thoughts. So what you want to do is to realize, number one, what thoughts are you feeding every day? And something I highly recommend for you to do is to monitor your thoughts, especially on a piece of paper, on your laptop, or on a journal, right? So just literally every 30 minutes from the moment you wake up, every 30 minutes, just monitor your thoughts. So if you wake up at 10 a.m., I would, write 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. I would write down the thoughts that popped up in my head. And you're gonna clearly see your story. So, for example, you might have thoughts like, I hate going to work today. I don't want to go to work today, right? I don't want to see Lisa from work, right? That bitch. Or just, it could be a simple thought, right? Whatever, it doesn't even matter. Like, those thoughts literally become your reality, right? Or at least you download that frequency of it, right? So you're really like vibrating from that level of frequency. So you're going to be attracting things from that level. So every hour or 30 minutes, just check in with yourself and just kind of realize what thoughts you're thinking. Don't go searching for these thoughts, right? Just let them come up, because they're gonna come up. You feed them every day, they're gonna come up, right? So start looking at that. And every 30 minutes, and we have billions and billions of stories, like in every area of our life and everything we do. And so if you just look in the mirror and feel ugly every day, you're gonna continue to feed that reality. Even if you're the most beautiful person in the world, you're not gonna be able to see your beauty if you still keep feeding this negative narrative of ugliness, right? So every 30 minutes, 10 to 10:30, you just write down some thoughts that you've been thinking, and then 10:30 to 11, write down, check in again, write down your thoughts. Then 11 to 11:30, blah 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 blah. You just do that for the rest of your day, or until you feel like it's no longer necessary. But you're gonna see, as you monitor your thoughts, you're gonna see the story that you tell yourself, right? And you're gonna see a direct correlation with the story that you tell yourself in your external reality, or at least a very similar, reality, right? If not exact, it would be very similar. And just keep in mind, we have billions and billions and trillions of thoughts, right? So it's kind of like sometimes we're not even aware of these thoughts that we're having. So, yeah. So then it just becomes about, okay, how can I stop feeding this narrative that I created, right? You do that by slowly, once you recognize the thoughts that you're thinking, it's about gradually starving these thoughts. And if you don't know how to starve your thoughts, I have a whole playlist that I'll link in the description. Well, I'll put up here somewhere or in the description. And it'll be just about how to stop feeding your negative thoughts, right? So if you struggle with your negative thoughts, or if you notice, okay, I've been feeding the story, right? Because every thought, everything you focus on creates a story. You just slowly starve the thoughts, and like I said, just watch those videos, and then when you're feeling not so bad, when you're feeling better, start telling your new story, right? But your new story doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm rich, I have $1 billion. Just keep it simple. Just start with like, I appreciate the air that I breathe. I appreciate my room. Start tapping into that appreciation. Start tapping into just any good thoughts. Every good thought you think just creates a new story for you. Just like every negative thought you think and you feed every day creates a negative story, right? Your thoughts are literally creating this narrative, right? And your narrative creates your reality. So isn't that crazy? Isn't that absolutely crazy? What you tell yourself, the story that you feed every day is literally reflected into your external reality. So this might be hard if you are really struggling with your thoughts. If you're really struggling with your thoughts, then you have this really negative story playing all the time. And I would just focus on releasing your negative thoughts first, right? And like I said, just click the description or whatever, and you'll find that playlist for all those videos on how to release negative thoughts. So if you enjoy this, please help me share this video. Feel free to subscribe, do all those things if you would like. Have a great day.